praising federal government or the Minister of Aviation for releasing Comfort Emmanson from Kirikiri and also reducing our punishment of no-fly life ban, and also that of K1, reducing his 6-month no-fly zone to like a month, and also make him an ambassador fan, to educate people on the protocols and everything that, before you board an airline. If you're praising federal government for this action, then I feel it is an act of gullibility. And I will state my reason, because maybe you don't know. It is because Nigerians came out to speak against the impunity method that melted against Comfort Emmanson. That's why federal government and the Minister of Aviation is doing all this thing that is doing. And also, don't forget that one of them was caught in the net of law. And Nigerians started, trying to compare the degree of the offense of these two individuals. I mean, K1 and Comfort Emmanson. See, if not, just in case you don't know, Comfort Emmanson will stay in prison for a very long period of time. And that no-fly life ban will remain unchanged. So, federal government also was caught in the net of practicing double standards in our country. When an individual is wrong or commits an offense, that person should face the wrath of the law. But in the case of Comfort and Kwamwan, we now have double standards. So if not because Kwamwan is also involved in this issue, of course Comfort will still be there, languishing in prison. And that is where you see the law working like a lion. But because one of them is caught in the net, and also, one of them is supposed to face the wrath of the law also, just the way Comfort was charged to court and then taken to Kirikiri. That is why you are saying all these things. So now, if anyone is now saying, oh, federal government, oh, kudos to federal government, the law is working, the law is not working. No law is working is because one of them is also involved. And that is where we Nigerians need to wake up. I don't know this who put us in this thing. Like, who judge us? Let me put it that way. Because I don't understand why you're saying, oh, federal government, the law is not working. No law is working anywhere. No law is working anywhere. It is because I feel they still want to continue the impunity. So if anyone is now saying, oh, if kudos to Festus Keyamo, kudos to the federal government, excuse me, you need to check yourself. That is not judgment. That is not law working. That is not law taking its course. That is impunity gaslighting us. Excuse me. We need to get it straight. When law is working, we should know. The law should have taken its course as at the time K1 committed the offense. So the law that doesn't take its course when K1 committed his own offense started, took action when Comfort case happened. And now, because they already see that their nyansh have opened, now Nigerians can sense double standards, in our system. And we have just one law that's supposed to be applicable to the two. But one is like this and the other one goes like this. No, that is not law working. So if you're thinking that the federal government did this out of magnanimity, excuse me, no, that's not law working, no. That is gaslighting working, because they are trying to let you see, oh, yes, we are working. It's not. That's not law. That's because me and you speak against the impunity method against Comfort Emmanson. So don't get it twisted. Hello? That's why it is important that we speak and we speak in one voice, and also speak against injustice in our society. When we come together, we are like a force. They can't break it. They can't break us. And that's why we need to stand up and stand for what is right and what is just. We can get our country back from all these bad politicians out there. We can get our country back. We own the country. They don't own the country. We own the country. And that's the way it is. My name remains A.Y. Bello. Bye for now.